All right, let's talk skincare. Today, we're going to cut through all the confusion and give you a simple, science-backed guide for a routine that actually works. Let's dive in. You know that feeling, right? You walk into a store, see an entire aisle packed with skincare products, and you just feel totally lost. Well, don't worry, we're going to help you sift through all that noise and figure out what your skin really needs. So here's our game plan. We'll start with your skin's two main jobs, lay out a universal blueprint for any routine, and then get into how to personalize it. We'll even tackle those confusing marketing terms and end with the one rule you should never, ever skip. Okay, first things first. Before we get into any products or steps, there's one core idea you need to understand because it's the foundation for everything else. Your skin basically has two totally different missions every single day. And it all boils down to this. Your AM routine is all about protection, and your PM routine is all about repair. Think of it like this. In the morning, you're putting on armor to face the day. Sun, pollution, you name it. Then at night, you're giving your skin the tools it needs to heal and rebuild while you sleep. Simple, right? Protection and repair. Okay, so now that we've got that core principle down, protection versus repair, let's actually build the routine. We're going to start with a basic foundation, a blueprint that pretty much anyone can use. Honestly, every good skincare routine, no matter how complicated it seems, really just boils down to these three foundational steps. First, you cleanse. You got to get rid of all the gunk, right? Then you treat. This is where you address your specific concerns, like acne or fine lines. And finally, you moisturize and protect. You lock in hydration and shield your skin from damage. Cleanse, treat, protect. That's it. So let's see how that blueprint looks in the morning. You'll start with a gentle cleanser to wash away any oil from overnight. Next up is a serum, usually an antioxidant like vitamin C, to help protect you from all those daily stressors. Then a little eye cream for that delicate skin, a good moisturizer to keep you hydrated, and then the most important step of all, and I mean it, sunscreen. SPF 30 or higher. Seriously. This is the one step you absolutely cannot skip. All right, now for the PM routine, where the focus shifts completely to repair. A double cleanse here is a fantastic idea. The first cleanse melts away makeup and SPF, and the second one actually cleans your skin. Nighttime is also the perfect time for those heavy-hitting treatments, like retinol, because they can work their magic while you sleep. After that, you'll follow up with a hydrating serum, your eye cream, and a nice, rich moisturizer to lock everything in. So we've got the blueprint down, but you're probably thinking, okay, but which cleanser, which moisturizer? And that is the perfect question. The answer lies in knowing your skin type. This is where we move from a general guide to a routine that's perfect for you. Generally, we talk about 5 main skin types. So take a second and think about which one sounds like you. Is your skin kind of shiny and prone to breakouts? That's oily. Does it often feel tight, maybe even a little flaky? That's probably dry. Or maybe you've got an oily T-zone but dry cheeks? That's combination. Then there's sensitive skin, which gets red or irritated easily. And of course, there's normal skin, which is pretty balanced. Figuring out where you fit is so important. And hey, here's a crucial tip, especially for my oily skinned friends. You absolutely still need a moisturizer. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but if you dry out your skin, it can actually panic and produce even more oil. The trick is to use a lightweight moisturizer that's non-comedogenic. That's just a fancy word for won't clog your pores. Trust me on this one. All right, so you know your skin type. Now we can get to the really fun part, leveling up that treat step. This is where we bring in the active ingredients. You can think of these as the power tools in your skincare toolkit, designed to tackle very specific goals. Let's run through some of the most popular players. You've got retinol, a total powerhouse for fine lines and acne, but use it only at night. For the morning, vitamin C is your best friend for brightening and antioxidant protection. Hyaluronic acid, that's a hydration superstar for literally everyone. And if you're dealing with breakouts or clogged pores, acids like salicylic or glycolic are what you're looking for. The whole point is to pick the tool that matches the job you need done. Okay, so we've got our routine figured out, but what about actually buying the products? The market is just full of buzzwords and hype. So let's take a minute to decode some of that marketing language. I'm sure you've seen it. Labels screaming clean, natural, organic. It's everywhere. But what do those words actually mean when it comes to cosmetics? And is natural always better? The science might not be what you think. And here's the thing. As dermatologist Dr. Teo Wan Lin says, those terms aren't really regulated in the cosmetics world. It's not like food. And that lack of regulation creates a ton of room for confusion and, frankly, some pretty misleading marketing. So let's get real for a second. First off, a product that can sit on a store shelf or in your bathroom for months is almost never 100% natural. It needs preservatives, otherwise it would grow mold and bacteria. Ew. And ironically, a lot of so-called natural ingredients, like certain plant extracts, can actually be super irritating for your skin. So, a more helpful way to think about this is the idea of conscious beauty. This approach focuses on what actually matters. We're talking about formulas that are safe and scientifically stable without a bunch of unnecessary stuff thrown in. It's also about brands that care about their environmental footprint, using recycled packaging or being transparent about where their ingredients come from. It's about being responsible, not just slapping a trendy label on a bottle. Wow, we've covered a ton of ground. But before we finish, I have one last thing for you. This is the golden rule of skincare, the ultimate safety check. Something you absolutely must do anytime you bring a new product into your routine. It's so simple, but so important. Always patch test. Seriously, this one tiny step can save you from a world of hurt and a really bad skin reaction. And doing it couldn't be easier. Just take a little bit of the new product and dab it onto a discrete spot, like the inside of your arm. Then just leave it alone for 24 hours. After a day, check the spot. If there's no redness, no itching, no burning, you're probably good to go. But if you see any kind of irritation, wash it off right away and do not put that on your face. So let's do a super quick recap of the big takeaways. Remember, AM is for protection, especially SPF, and PM is for repair. Get to know your skin type so you can personalize your routine. Pick your active ingredients based on your specific goals. Think conscious, not just clean when you're shopping. And please, for the love of skincare, always patch test. And there you have it. You now have the roadmap to build a great skincare routine and navigate that crowded aisle with total confidence. So the only question left is, what's the first step you're going to take on your skin's journey?